Yo, so
For sure.
let's get it cracking.
Yes, sir.
Um, yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Sammy Socialite, and this is another episode of the Fantasy Formula. Right now, I have one of my league members who was almost the league champion last year, but almost don't count. Shout out to my boy Devin. Tell him about yourself, my boy.
Yeah, man. My name's Devin. I've been playing fantasy football for who knows how long. Probably about 10 years now. Got a lot of championships, too many to count, but none lately. And I'm just it's been a couple of years. I'm hungry this year. So I'm in like 6 leagues this year.
All right, well, I wish you the best of luck in all your leagues except for the one league that we are in together.
We're we're in
I
two.
wish you the absolute worst, my boy.
We're in 2 leagues. We're in 2 leagues
Oh, well, one money league for sure. We are
for
in the
sure.
other league. I gotta go, man. I'm the commissioner for so many leagues, as everybody out there knows. I gotta.
How many you got? What's
It's
the
that
number?
season. Man, right. I mean, I thought I dropped two leagues this year, but I ended up picking up two leagues. So I think the number is still around 17, 18, which is
God,
outrageous.
yeah.
Ugh, I gotta do what it do though.
For real.
Um,
How many
so I
money leagues?
did, I think it's like six money leagues.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, win one of them, maybe two.
Yeah. The higher the leagues, higher the chances.
Well, that you would think, right?
Right.
All right, so to get this thing popping, we gon' have you done any mock drafts so far this year?
No, not one. I'm not a mock draft guy, to be perfectly honest. I really think mock drafts are stupid. But for ex-
Okay.
it's a good reason though. It's like I feel like when you mock draft, you don't draft how you mock. You never draft how you mock. And it always backfired. When I did mock, it backfired. So for the past 4 years or so, I haven't mock draft. I'm not doing no mock draft. I'll do my studying. I'll go through the players and how they're ranked. But mock draft, not anymore. It doesn't work for me.
Hmm. Well, I will let you know that I usually don't do mock drafts. I've done mock drafts the last 2 years, starting last year and this year, just so I can, be up on my content and knowledge game. But I mean, when you have 18 leagues, you really don't have to do no mock drafts because I'm
Yeah,
drafting. I'm drafting with real people
you
all like
doing mock you
all
doing mock
year.
drafts, but real it's real
Exactly.
time.
I'm doing the free league drafts first
Right.
to get it in, and then the money week drafts all be that last weekend, like Labor Day weekend, and up into that week. Like Tuesday is usually the last day that people draft before that Thursday night game. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm, I feel that.
So what we gonna do right now is I want to hear who you would draft if you had the number one pick.
If I had the number one pick, man, all off season I've been tossing up between Bijan and Jamar Chase. But if I had to pick one, unbiased, I would have to pick Jamar Chase. Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, really he got the best opportunity to he almost had the triple crown last year. Or he did have a triple, or either he
He
did or he
did.
almost
He
yeah.
is the reigning Triple
So he's a
Crown winner.
that's a rare feat in itself. So I think he can do it again. Really, if he stay healthy.
Hey, I am 100% with you. On my draft board, Jamar Chase is the number one pick for me. And that has more so to do with them. I don't want them to draft Bijan. Like, do not
Yeah.
draft Bijan. I leave Bijan for me.
Right.
Get Jamar Chase. Go with the hype. He
Right.
gonna get you. He gonna
Right.
get you a game
Yeah.
where it's 203 TDs. Like you already
Right.
know, it's probably gonna be against the Ravens. So
Probably.
make sure you watch that game. But
Right.
nah, for real, I wouldn't. I actually would not be mad if Jamar Chase does go off. I mean, he has the offense where they do throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's because they're down or that's just what they're calling, but Chase gets a lot of opportunities.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely see him at one. With that being said, obviously your number two pick would be
Bijan.
okay.
Most definitely.
And I feel so bad for us
Yeah.
because I knew Bijan was special last year. So I was able to get him last year around
Mm.
like 5 and 6 when I
Right.
had that pick. But it's not gonna be that easy this year. I mean,
Right.
he's on a lot of people's radars. Just listening to Bijan himself, he definitely said that he wanted to be added into the passing game a lot more this season. So it's going to get kind of crazy because he already was a nasty dog on the ground.
Right.
He start getting those routes where it's make one person miss on the outside and he gone. Like, yeah,
I
I'm
think
excited.
Zach Robinson gonna give him a lot of choice routes this year. I think he's gonna be a real factor, especially now that we're hearing Mooney gonna be out for a little bit. So if it's extended, you know what I'm saying, he gonna get some of them touches too. It's gonna be crazy this year. I feel like Bijan gonna have a good year. I don't know how the Falcons gonna do, but I know Bijan gonna have a good year.
Yeah, we're not talking about them.
Yeah,
We're talking about fantasy.
yeah.
So I have a question for you. Who do you? Okay, so moving out of the first round because it there's players that's in the first round. You pick who you get. Like as a good fantasy person, like don't just FYI out there, guys. Don't get that 10th pick and think you doing something by drafting Lamar in the first round at pick 10. Like, don't think you doing something with that
Yeah,
because you done missed out on the real picks.
yeah.
So yeah, going to the quarterbacks.
My bad.
Who who do you think would be your quarterback? And I'm not talking
Mm.
about first or second. I'm talking maybe third or
Right.
fourth,
Yeah,
or even like maybe sixth or seventh. Like if
yeah.
you are knocking it out the park in the first few picks with your running backs and wide receivers, what quarterback are you going with to win?
Well, how I choose quarterbacks is that way. As of lately, um, I've had the opportunity to take Lamar Jackson as low as the third, which is kind of crazy. I'm dealing with
Low
yeah.
as a
I'm dealing.
third.
Some,
That's where
some,
he's going.
sometimes I'm dealing with what I'm saying those that take them in the first round. They're gonna take them at the fourth pick because blah blah blah. But no, if anybody, I like Jared Goff. Jared Goff is probably gonna be one of them quarterbacks that you could probably wait around. You could probably wait around to about the sixth for real.
Jared Goff, you say?
Yeah, because if you look at it, he was putting up some good numbers last year.
See, this is why you do mock drafts because right now, Jared Goff is going around the 10th round. And now this is just like random, but like he's been going around the 10th or 11th round because um most of the quarterbacks aren't getting drafted until starting at round 3. So it's only those 3 or 4 quarterbacks that's getting drafted in round 3, round 4. everybody else is starting to come a little bit later. And so it actually is it's gonna be real interesting this year to see when people start drafting these quarterbacks
Yeah,
because
that is true.
again, right now Jared Goff is number 10 on my quarterback ranking for the season. The only reason why he's kind of that low is I need to see I need to see how he plays with his new offensive coordinator, which is always a factor. Like this is not Ben Johnson. So even on like counting on those trick plays where he might line up at a receiver and get a receiving touchdown, like you don't know what the offense is gonna look like. However, he still got Monra and he gonna get fed. Williams gonna get fed. I I don't know. But
Gibbs.
so I hope you draft Jared Goff in our league because I don't think Jared Goff is going to help you win, but he's definitely a solid quarterback.
He's definitely a solid quarterback. I'll give you that. But I think like what I really think is he's the sleeper. Like he's the sleeper quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And you can't go wrong with any of these other quarterbacks. But if you were
So
to pick,
he is a sleeper agent.
yeah, that's more along the lines of what I'm saying, like more than a game manager. He's gonna get you more points, and the team is good. You do make great points about the offensive coordinator. You're absolutely right about that because Ben Johnson in Chicago now. So
It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to see how they get it going.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm not just gonna keep all the information. I know we in two leagues together. I'm going to get my quarterback in that third and fourth range because I know how important it is to win with the quarterback. And this is only if I have good picks for the first and second.
gotcha.
Like if I'm iffy on the running backs or wide receivers that I got so far, I'm definitely gonna reach for Josh Allen, Lamar, and to be honest, my number one quarterback on the board is actually Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a nice guy.
And those are those winners. And but if I'm knocking it out the park and I'm still feeling like in that third round, I don't know, like if for some reason if Drake London or something drops to the third
Yeah,
and he's sitting right there, or maybe I'd say like maybe like a Josh Jacobs or is sitting right there. I might have to wait a little for the quarterback because once
yeah,
again, these quarterbacks are not getting drafted as high outside of those top five. Like a lot of the quarterbacks not starting to get drafted until 10, which you can find quality like Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, and they're even high on Kyler Murray for real this year. I ain't buying it because I've had Kyler before in a few leagues just on the whim.
yeah,
I ain't going for the Kyler hype, but if he does do good, I wish him the best.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and this is the real secret. Now, unless you're in the league with some crazed Falcons fans, which could be a potential depending on what league you're in, but Michael Penix Jr. isn't getting drafted until 13, 14
yeah.
round.
I
So
wouldn't touch Michael Penix Jr. till probably late. Hopefully, he's still there on the waiver wire. If you're playing in like eight
nah,
leagues,
Brody, he's in the top
I'm in a
15
eight people
now.
league. I'm in a couple 8 people leagues, so it's like
He's gonna
he's
at
not
least
a
be
top
he
eight
gonna at
player.
least be a backup.
Yeah, so like I would feel like some of the unproven guys. Like I even feel like Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix could have a good year too.
Bo
So
Nix is right now. I got him ranked at number 8 for on my quarterback list, but
yeah,
he's
he's
definitely they got him ranked at around 6 through 8 in most of the formats of fantasy.
yeah,
Um, I mean, you can hate on Bo Nix all day for those fans out there that do not like him, but
yeah,
we can't deny that when Sean Payton gets a quarterback, like.
yeah.
Hey, shout out to our boy PJ in the comments. I just want to let you know that Bo Nix is not going to be available in a late round pick this season. He like they really have him very high on the draft board for quarterbacks. Like I said, he's showing up in the 6 to 8 range or with Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield range. That might actually be around fifth or sixth round, to be honest. But again, you watch who your league is drafting at that time only for quarterback. I feel like everything else you go with your strategy, but when you look up at the board and you see people start doing that weird quarterback run, and you check to see if that good quarterback is right there at that time and make that move. But do not, I'm not saying if people getting Lamar and Jaden in the third that now you go draft Jared Goff, because that's not the proper strategy.
Yeah, that's definitely uh
I'm
man.
not, I don't want Bo Nix, honestly. I mean, it's a good he could be as great as a fantasy quarterback as he wants to, but whatever my team name
I just
is,
think
I ain't
he
gonna
gonna
have Bo
be.
Nix
I
over
just
there.
think the Broncos might do a little something in the AFC West. That's all I feel like. They might do a little something. He gonna have a lot to do with it. That's all I'm saying. Like I ain't a fan of nothing. I just I feel like the Broncos gonna be good this year. Like that's it. You know they're gonna be better. Excuse me. Sorry,
Mm.
Broncos fans.
Well, I hope so. And so the last thing that people talk about is wide receiver. And this I say this only because it's really whoever floats your boat when it comes to wide receiver. If you're really truly playing fantasy the right way, like there's people that I'm gonna skip over at all costs, even if they're saying that they're the next pick up. um so who are, and I'm talking top wide receivers or middle round wide receivers, who is one wide receiver that you refuse to draft?
One wide receiver that I refuse to draft. Well, before last year it was Mike Evans, but I had picked him up in a. Well, it was a CPU draft. They had drafted for me. I didn't draft it, but they picked him up, and he actually did pretty well. So he's off my list. He's off that list
Mm.
now. So, but it was Mike Evans. But this year, it'll probably be Debo Samuels. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, I made the mistake of drafting Debo one year.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
like him,
last year.
and I honestly I don't like him as a person. I don't like him as a player. I watch receiver. He ain't do nothing to make me want to pick him. So, and went to South Carolina. Like, ew, like who does that? Like you
Yeah,
just
he
really,
he
you
just
just
too he's just too like well, I ain't gonna say injury prone because I don't really like that term. He more like not available, like because even when he in the game, when he was in the game, he good, but now he in the, playing with the Commanders now, so it's like I want to see what he do, but I mean, even with his last two seasons, I wasn't really like impressed with his stats towards fantasy.
right. And so I this is my wide receiver that I'm not drafting like ever. I don't care. His name is CeeDee Lamb. And he plays for the Dallas
What?
Cowboys. I
What?
first and foremost,
Wow.
they just got George Pickens. So that right there already tells me that whatever, even the numbers that CD was putting up, he not gonna put up like that this year because he got a whole nother diva wide receiver on the other side of him trying to get carries. I mean, I just don't get CD because he lives and dies with Dak, and Dak may always start the season off good, but it is he might get injured, it might be a slump. And now I'm got CD Lamb and he got 5 catches for 50 yards that game. And that's not what I need from a wide receiver that I'm drafted in the first round. Like I just that's just me. So if you playing in the league with me, CD is always gonna be available for you because I'm
That's
gonna
crazy.
skip over that Negro. I
He a
will
top
go
five
draft.
receiver.
He might not be my top 5 wide receiver, my boy.
I'm just talking about
He is
statistically.
statistically and on my fantasy draft board, he is the fourth wide receiver this season. He is the fourth wide receiver on my board right here.
Who the top five? Who the rest of them?
Right now, my top five is Jamar Chase. Amon-Ra St. Brown is my number two. Justin Jefferson is my three. CD is four, and Puka is five. I got Drake London at six, AJ Brown at seven,
Mm,
and that's where I'm at on my list. I haven't finished my top 15 wide receivers yet. But those are the ones right there. I'm missing people out there. Don't kill me. They're gonna be like Malik Neighbors and draft them. Hey, do you if you
yeah,
feeling froggy, get them in the first. If you believe the LSU hype is there, which I mean that's very valid, go get the man. But I'm not putting my fantasy football money in the hand of Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, or Jackson Dart. Not again. I'm not doing it.
dang, but you ain't
You-
see what he did with Daniel Jones and what's his face? What's his face?
Bro, it's not about
Oh
that.
man, what's
It's
his name?
about
DeVito.
It's
Who
not
is that?
about that.
Who is
That was a
DeVito?
rookie. That's a rookie season performance from a wide receiver. Rookie wide receivers tend to go off their rookie season. Rookie running backs don't, but there is a learning curve for wide receivers in their second year, and I just feel like it's not gonna happen. PJ is down here talking about no Devontae Adams in my top 6 or 7.
No,
No,
no.
I don't care. Like this is not
He might be
Madden.
top 10 though.
This is real life fantasy football. I cannot count on Matthew Stafford to even be playing week 1. So I can't have Devontae Adams in my top 5. It is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. He probably
I
he probably like just out of the top 10. Probably
and
like 12.
I feel like you have to remember that Puka is the number one receiver
Puka's the
in the
guy.
Rams and not
Yeah,
Devontae.
yeah, Puka's the guy.
I'll
He's just a vet. He's a vet.
I will go to sleep on Adams, man. He you he's on my I don't draft list. And you can draft him. He could win you a league, but he ain't never won me no league, and I win leagues. That's all
Mm,
I'm saying. I will leave him for the people that want him. Please take please pick Devontae Adams while Stephon Diggs is on the board because I'll get Stephon Diggs over Adams going into this season only because Drake make it throw that ball and ain't nobody else up there to throw it to. And Diggs gonna go get that ball. Devontae has shown that he is old, bro. Like he's getting old. He is not the same person that he was in Green Bay. Them days is far, far, far behind him. And if it's shit Calvin Ridley over Devontae Adams this season, if we gonna keep it a buck, because at least I know Ridley's still out there with that footwork and he gonna make it
yeah,
work. Long as he
yeah.
ain't betting on himself, he gonna make it
That's
work.
facts. That's a fact.
Puka catching double teams. How is Puka catching double teams if Devontae Adams is just so good as you say? I'm sure
They
he's gonna
both.
need
They
some
can't
attention.
can't do both. He is
I need
nice
some
though.
attention
He
over
nice.
there.
He nice though. It's just Puka's the number one right now. He's the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah,
He's the superstar X factor. If you want to use Madden terms,
he be balling. I can't even be mad at him. Now
yeah, he's
I
the guy.
I don't draft Puka either, but Matt was a top 5 quarterback last year. No, he was not. He wasn't a top 5 quarterback. He had a stretch of games where he was good for fantasy purposes. However, you are neglecting the point that This man, Matthew Stafford, is not playing or practicing because he has a back injury. You are a quarterback with a back injury. You get hit every game. You will be his back will be cracked by week 3, my boy. And I ain't talking in that terms. Like he's gonna get knocked out. Just going. He getting too old. Like
And
hey,
he out for real.
they saying this because he's old, and so they don't want him to.
Dang, so he ain't even gonna dress for the preseason, huh?
No, definitely not.
Sheesh,
No,
sheesh,
no, no. But man, it was great having you on here. Is
man.
there any advice that you want to give some folks in fantasy before we get up out of here?
Uh, if I could give any advice, any advice, it would be to don't second guess. Just go ahead and pick because you holding up the line. You holding it up. Don't second guess. You got
that
this. I promise
that
you got.
60 seconds go by
Yeah.
like that.
You don't have to use the whole 60 seconds. You could go ahead and say, "Hey, this is okay." Boom, Devonte Adams in the first, right there. Boom. So you don't have to. You don't have to guess. Just go ahead and do it.
Hey, I hear you. That is some great advice. Before I get out of here, I guess I'm gonna let you guys know that fantasy football is about stats and trends, but it's also fun. So pick players that's not gonna have you throwing your tablet at the TV every game. And if you don't want to pick somebody from that sorry team like the Giants or like the Raiders or something like that, it is your prerogative. You do not have to draft these players at all. Pick who you want to pick and don't go outside being the person that drafts Patrick Mahomes in the first round this season.
That's
Go
you.
Bijan Robinson.
That's
Go
you.
Falcons.
That's you.
I definitely drafted Patrick Mahomes last year and regretted it. He did
Yeah,
not do me. He did
I did
not do
not
me
draft
well.
Patrick Mahomes last year.
And you probably was doing pretty good for yourself.
I did well.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, guys out there, thank y'all for joining us. It was another great episode of the Fantasy Formula. It's Sammy Socialite. This is my boy Dev. Dev, let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me at So Icy Devo on Instagram, and that's about it.
All right, y'all know who it is. It's Sammy underscore socialite, Sammy with a Y, and we'll holla. Hey.